If there's one thing defining the level of success you will be able to achieve in your life, it's your skills. It's the most important investment that you can make in yourself. An investment that will keep on paying dividends for the years to come. And it's something that can never be taken away from you. So let's have a look at 5 skills you can easily add to your repertoire this year to advance your career and your personal life. 10-finger typing system. Many of us spend quite some time typing on a computer, whether that be for work, school, or even when we plan a vacation. And whilst we can get by with just writing somehow, we can increase our typing speed and the efficiency a lot if we just invest a little bit of time every day for a few weeks to learn the 10-finger typing system. And I can only say this has been one of the best investments I've ever made over the years. And it's something that I'm benefiting from every day. The thing is, it will feel quite strange initially, because you try to switch from your old typing style to the new one. But after a few weeks, you don't want to get back anymore, because it's just so nice to be able to type fast. And the great thing is there are so many tools out there you can use to easily learn it step by step. From Tip 10, 10 Fast Fingers, Type Racer. So I will leave in the description a links to all of them so you can check out and then use whatever works best for you. An eye for design. If you look at the iPhone, Google Maps and Tesla, they all combine functionality with great design that is intuitive and pleasing to the eye. If you have never invested a lot of time thinking about design or even learning it, it might seem hard. Something that is only reserved for the gifted and the creatives among us. However, it's a skill that everyone can learn and develop over time, because we are all creatives. And the crazy thing is that design can be leveraged in so many different ways, from improving one's home decorations to taking photos during vacation. And even at work, you can use it to design a flyer, a logo, a website. And the thing is, when I started learning design in my free time during school, I never would have thought that this skill would help me in so many different areas of my life and also increase the value I could then offer to other companies. And then therefore it would effectively earn me more money and opened up opportunities that I never had thought of. If you start out designing, try not to reinvent the wheel. Become an observer. Look around and take the ideas from different products and places, because there's nothing purely original. It's often a combination of different ideas turned into something new. Then over time you develop your own style based on the various inspirations you took along the way. Writing. Writing is everywhere. It's the basis of all content we consume, from books to the scripts of a movie, TV shows, and even YouTube videos. The emails we write, the messages we send. And those who learn to leverage writing to catch and then hold attention will succeed, not only in their personal lives, but also in their professional ones. Because attention is the currency of the 21st century. And you might say, nah, writing is not for me. I've tried it, I didn't like it, I get it. I've been there too. And this feeling when you're sitting in front of a blank page, not knowing where to start, then the question, okay, how can I improve this? It doesn't really sound right, I don't know. I've been there, I've totally been there. And there were times where I reread emails I wrote, no kidding, 50 times because I wasn't confident enough that my writing was good enough. But at the end, as it is with most skills, it's just practice. Doing a little bit of writing every day. Because if I now look back on the past few years, it's crazy how much my writing has improved. And the more I do it, the more I also start to enjoy it. So we just need to drop these negative beliefs that writing is just not for us and that we are not good at it. Because if we keep telling ourselves that, it will most likely become true. And most of our potential is wasted because we don't even try. We make up our minds before we stepped into the arena. And as Naval Ravikant said, read what you enjoy until you love to read. And the same thing can be applied to writing, because write about the things that you cannot stop talking about, and soon you will discover this magic and this power of writing. But how can we now improve our writing? Read more. Do you remember those moments when you read something and the sentences just flowed? You were let down the page and you got so consumed by the content that you couldn't stop. So next time you experience this, hold for a moment and then go back to the beginning of the page. but this time as you reread it, try to understand why it captured your attention the way it did. The sentence structure, the words, because the goal is to switch from being only this consumer of writing to becoming an observer, then looking for patterns we can then use in our own writing. Write more, but not only just write more, write with intention. Set a clear goal, like making the sentence as concise as possible, or starting the paragraph with a personal story, because without a clear intention, our attention gets easily led in different directions. Also, think in terms of problems and benefits, because we are all longing for something. Might that be better health, a fitter body, more money, or a relationship? And so hook into that when you craft your message. Connecting with others. If we look back on our life, the strongest memories were created with others. And whilst time alone is important to reflect, learn, and grow, the time with others brings us energy, makes us laugh, makes us feel connected and full of love. And the feeling we get when we can share an experience we had with a friend is just irreplaceable. The problem is, due to all this digital innovation over the last few years, we can't stay at home all day if you want to. And this then reduces the need to interact with others to almost zero. At the end then, leaving us little room to practice our people skills, which not only helps us to build up these lifelong friendships, but also helps us to exceed in our careers and in our professional lives. Often, the people earning the most are not the ones with the best skills, but those who learn to connect with, motivate, and also lead others. The great thing is that connecting with others is a skill as writing and learning to type faster. We can learn and practice it, and one of the best books on this topic is, I have it here, How to Win and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. And 3 lessons I took away from this, but there are a lot of more in there. Be generally interested in others. Ask questions. Why do they love something over something else? Why do they do what they do for work? What has led them to where they are in their life right now? Do follow-ups and try to understand their point of view. And because I'm often surprised at what you can learn by just looking at things from a new perspective. Use the person's name. There's no word in the world which we like more than our own name. And then learning and remembering the names of the people we are interacting with just changes everything. Try to watch yourself when someone asks you for something, but adds your name in front of it, and how you react differently than if they wouldn't have done it. It's just powerful. Be a good listener. Often, when we are speaking with others, we are already thinking about what we will respond instead of fully taking in what the other person is saying, and then only after they have finished their sentence, coming up with a response ourselves. And I cannot say how much this book has helped me make connections and also strive in my career. And I just recently pulled it out again because it has been quite some time since I last read it. And man, although I applied the teachings, there's still a lot of room for improvement. And so if you're interested, I will also leave a link to the book in the description so you can check it out. Building financial wealth. Our ability to understand, earn, and use money effectively can make or break our financial success. And if done right, we can grow towards a future where we have full control because we have built up leverage and tools that make money while we sleep, giving us the freedom to buy back our most restrained resource, time. Money is simply a means of exchanging value. And therefore, if we learn to create value, we will receive money in return. When done at scale, this can change everything. But first, we need to develop our financial awareness. Understanding where and how we spend our money. Because the hardest part is not earning the money, but it's to keep it. Because even if you earn $1 million but spend it, we still end up with zero. Understanding the difference between an investment and an expense. And learning this was huge for me. Because back then I was spending a lot of money on designer clothes and other things that wouldn't get me closer towards owning my time. But the moment I came across this comparison of expenses and investments, I stopped purchasing things that didn't bring me future value and started investing my money in myself, but also in tools that then would increase the value I could deliver today, but also in the future. And it has been one of the best things I've ever did. Strive for ownership. We won't reach financial independence by trading our time for money over the long term, because it doesn't scale. Even if we would work more, there are only so many hours in a day. And our goal is to be able to buy back our time and not to spend more of it. And that's why we need to strive for ownership in one or multiple businesses. Because with that, our investment grows as the company grows. And we can achieve this either by buying public company stocks, working in a company where we get then partial ownership, or we start an own company. Products with zero marginal cost of replication. So ideally, the companies we invest, work in, or start have a business model that is powered either by code or media, or both. Because software only needs to be written once, but then it can be distributed to millions. And the same thing is true for media. So you only need to create a movie, a song, or a video once, but then it can be seen by millions. And that's value at scale. If you want to dive deeper into the books where I also learned these principles from, I've linked a few of them in the description below. So if you're interested, you can check that out. If you enjoyed this video, you might also want to check out these ones right here. And remember, keep growing, keep striving, and I see you in the next one. Peace. Ah yeah, like and subscribe.